So welcome back, everybody, to the Seattle Mariners franchise here on the show as into the month of May. And you can see the month of April ended off on a great note. So you can see there, we ended up winning 6 in a row. And then dating back to the week before, we've won 9 out of our last 11. And facing a pretty good Cleveland team, we won the first 2 games of this series. So I think we're going to play this last game here in Cleveland, see if we can get the sweep, and then possibly head into a game against the Yankees there down in New York, that 3-game series. But right now, looking pretty good. Now, interesting thing was, I checked free agency just to see if there was anybody there, and I found a couple players that was very surprising. Now, one for me, Ryan Mountcastle, decent prospect for the Orioles, so I don't know what the Orioles were doing here, as you'll see the second player. And the other one was Adley Rutschman. He's just sitting there in free agency. I don't understand. Obviously, top draft pick a few years ago. Supposedly, most scouts, one of the best prospects they've seen in years. He was just sitting there on the free agency. So I signed him, had to sign him. There's no doubt about it. Was debating about just trading him back to the Orioles. But, I mean, if they're going to release him, I'm just going to keep him. And catcher was definitely some position that we were thinking about needing, possibly into the future. And right now, with him there, there's no doubt about it. He's the catcher possibly going into next year. So just like that, I can't believe he was a free agent. So maybe something the show just has to look at it, possibly how they deal with prospects. Because I know that the glitch out there where prospects are traded just to kind of even things up. But man, how do you let? He's already a 79 overall. He's an A potential. He's only 20-some years old. I don't get it. As we get into this ball game here, as you can see, Mookie Betts crushing this one here back. Left fielder looks up, and this one is gone. As the home run balls continue for this team, and you can see that's his 200th career home run for Mookie Betts, getting the congratulations there in the dugout. This team can definitely crush the ball. There's no doubt about it. So we got Max Fried on the mound here, looking for his 3rd victory on the season. Taking a look at this Indians lineup, definitely a formidable lineup. And you can see Francisco Lindor now to the plate here with 2 down, and he could be a possible free agent coming into next season. So that could be a thing. We'll see if the Indians decide to sign him up, or you have a top-of-the-line shortstop hitting free agency, as that will fly out there at the end of the first inning. And I have to say, these uniforms for Seattle, not too bad, but man, those Indians, these old-school Indians one with the blue and just the way it looks, man, looking pretty good. I wish a lot of these teams would wear these uniforms a lot often, as it's going to be out there. But, man, speaking of uniforms, what do you guys think of all the new NFL uniforms? Seems like a team's getting a new uniforms every day. It is crazy. So, I mean, I'd actually like the Chargers one. I mean, I think the Chargers look nice. The Browns just moving back to their old – Browns and Buccaneers, to me, they're not even new uniforms. They just moved back some of the old school ones, which is fine with me. I think that those pewter uniforms with the Bucs were the best, obviously. Had the most success winning the Super Bowls and getting into the playoffs in those uniforms. I wish they just didn't have a rule in the NFL where you could get multiple helmets, so they could bring back the creamsicles. But we'll see if maybe they get rid of that rule here in a year or two. Patriots uniforms, it's just their color rush uniforms. I don't know. And to me, if they're going to go back to the uniforms, they should have just went back to the old school ones with the white helmets. But that's just me. As we now head on here into the different sport in the baseball right now so far, with a 1-0 lead here over in Cleveland, as Evan White drills that one, and that'll bring up Jarred Kelenic. So far 0 for 1 in the ball game. He's going to rip this one up the middle. That's going to be another base hit. So finally in this 4th inning, we're getting something going here, as it's only been the Mookie Betts solo home run. Luckily, Fried has been pitching well and has shut down Cleveland. As here comes, that's going to be hit. Kyle Lewis back. Can it get enough to the wall? Nope. It's going to be just an easy fly ball out. So this 4th inning ends with nothing, as now we go into the 5th here, as Shane Bieber has been pitching well. Just that one mistake there, and that's it. As D. Gordon's going to get this one pop up. Will he get enough? And it's going to bounce in there for a base hit. So trying to start those 2-out rallies, which this team has been outstanding at. See if we can get one here in this 5th inning. 2-1 count now to Didi Gregorius as he drills this one way back, and it's going to be foul. So 2-2 count here, and he's going to ground this one, and that is going to be a force out there to end the inning in the 5th. So once again, can't get anything rolling. But luckily, Max Fried is just dominating here so far. Gets the strikeout there on Carlos Santana. 5th strikeout so far of this ball game. And looking to get out of this 5th here then with another Santana, Domingo Santana, and he gets a fly ball. That should be easy one out there for Betts. He's got it out number 3, so through 5, nothing doing for this Cleveland Indian team. Now we head to the bottom of the 6th. Going to bring up Tyler Naquin. He's going to hit this one, and it's going to drop in there for a base hit. And that is actually the Indians' first hit of the ball game. So it took them through 6 to finally get a hit on the board and trying to turn this into a rally now. Get something going. So Ramirez looking. That is going to be hit, and that's going to be a base hit. So with 2 outs here, Indians trying to get something rolling here after just being stopped the whole game. So here comes Cesar Hernandez. The pitch 0-1 and takes a strike then the outside. So 0-1 pitch here. Inside, grounds this one up the middle, and that's going to get through. On his way home is Naquin, and it looks like the Indians have tied this ball game up here at 1 with 2 outs in the 6th inning. Finally getting the Max Fried as Hernandez comes through with a hit and now bring up Lindor. So it could be dangerous here. 1-2 pitch to Lindor, and he's going to pop this one up. Should be an easy fly ball out. Betts over with it, and he's got it. So we'll hold him to 1, but Cleveland has tied this up, and now our offense has got to get going here as we head into the 7th. But Bieber, give him credit. He's been pitching outstanding as Kelenic rips this one. That's going to be deep, and it's going to be caught as well. So it seems like we're getting solid hits, just not seeing anything fall. That's what you get in baseball sometimes. This stuff doesn't drop for you. So got a man on first here. 2-0 count here to Chesler Cuthbert trying to get something rolling here. 2-0 pitch. Chance to get something going. And that is going to be ripped. There might be something. That's going to be over the head. That's going to be in the gap there. And a chance to score a run. We're going to send him home. And that's going to be no play at the plate. Will score easily there is Kyle Lewis. And we've taken the lead back here 2-1 in the 7th. Really helped out that he was going on contact and being able to score. So now D. Gordon to the plate. 2-1 count. He'll foul that one away. As you see now, the Indians have gone to the bullpen, but D. Gordon is going to work out a walk here. So 2-1 with 2 out, and that'll bring Gregorius to the plate. So far for nothing to him. 0 for 3 in this ball game. Let's see if he can come through with a hit here. 2-1 count to Gregorius. He'll take the ball low. So 3-2 count once again. Runners going, and he'll take another walk. So 2 straight walks here for this Mariners team. Bases loaded. 2 down. Here comes Mookie Betts to the plate. Need a base hit. Could score multiple runs, and he'll foul away that 1-2 pitch. Staying alive here. Another 1-2 pitch. And this time, he's more than staying alive. This one is going to be out of the park. Grand slam here for Mookie Betts, and really have opened this ball game up now. The grand slam has just seemed to be working this season for this Mariners team. We got another one here. 449. Absolutely crushed there by Betts, and yeah, he cannot believe it. Just, yeah, not much you can do about it. It's a 6-1 lead, and still in the 7th. So go to the bullpen again, bring in Matt Hall, and now we got another one. Back-to-back home runs. The long ball just continues for this Mariners team, as Vogelbach's going to crush that one out of the park. Now up to 7-1. Can we get back-to-back-to-back here with Evan White? As he gets this one, that one might be a little bit too high. And yeah, just a bit too high. But what a 7th inning here. Getting 6 runs, taking the 7-1 lead. And hopefully we can get a victory for Max Fried because he's been pitching so well. Get Santana there in strike 3, his 7th of the ball game. And trying to get Tyler Naquin here to end the 7th as he gets a fly ball, a line drive out there to D. Gordon for out number 3. And we'll head into the 8th inning. We'll go to the bullpen, get Matt McGill into the ball game. And hopefully he can just settle this one down and get a victory and get a sweep here against this Indians team. As that is going to be strike 3 there to Ramirez, looking pretty silly there on that curveball. And we'll head to the 9th inning, 2 down, bring up Reyes, and he'll ground ball over here to Cuthbert, over to first. That'll be out number 3, and that will be your ball game. 7-1 the victory here. Get this series sweep in here in Cleveland against a very good team. But right now, we're starting to turn into a very good team of our own. We are one of the hottest teams in baseball right now. It just so happens that, unfortunately, we're playing in the division where we have the hottest team in baseball in the division with the A's. They are just going crazy. But another victory there. It's putting us right now at 21-16 as we sim forward here. And look at all those W's. So we had another 6-game win streak. Lost that one against LA, but then pulled off a 5-game win streak. Lost the last game there to Baltimore, and now we head to New York. And man, this team is outstanding. Right now, we're 29-18, looking really good, facing another good team here in New York, and we're going to take on Domingo Germán here with Taijuan Walker, and hopefully Walker can get his 5th victory of the season. As you can see, Herman struggling a little bit. ERA just about 6. Not what you want to see if you're the Yankees. But here comes a guy that knows all about playing in this ballpark. And Didi Gregorius, you can see the season he is having so far. So looking like that trade is really working out. But this one, he will fly out there into center field. And that's going to bring up Mookie Betts. Let's see what he can do here with 2 outs in the first. He's been known to hit some homers here in this first inning. He's been doing it, it seems like all season. And it doesn't swing through the curveball there. And a 3-2 count. Are you serious? Does he have another one? He does! Another first inning home run for Mookie Betts. Solo home run there. We just got to get some guys on base for him instead of getting the solo home runs. But another one for Betts. I mean, he's used to playing in this ballpark too. There's no doubt about it. Trying to do some damage against his former rival, the Yankees. As Taijuan Walker comes to the mound, gets the early 1-0 lead. You can see this lineup here. Gleyber Torres, Stanton, and Duar Sanchez. They are missing, obviously, a big guy in Aaron Judge right now out with injury. So, it seems like every time we play the Yankees here in the past, we've at least eliminated one of those guys here. Last year it was Gleyber Torres. We did not see him. And this time it's Judge. But here is Torres, and he's going to pop this one up. That's an easy out, and that'll end an easy first inning there for Taijuan Walker. 1, 2, 3. As we head down to the top of the second, see Kyle Lewis is definitely taking advantage and really winning this right fielder spot. Murray's still getting some playing time, that is for sure, but not as much as Kyle Lewis. He's really turned it on, but swings through the pitch there for strike 3 to end the second. As we go to the bottom of the second now, and here's Giancarlo Stanton having a pretty good season, but Taijuan Walker gets him there easily for strike 3. Second strikeout of the ball game here for Walker. Is now trying to get to do the same here to Gary Sanchez and gets him on the nasty splitter on the outside corner. Not sure what you're going to be able to really do much there. As you can see, this Yankee team, they've really relied on pitching. They are outstanding. So I think Herman is one that is really, had their ERA rise up almost a 6 ERA. But really the rest of this Yankee team, that is why they are winning ball club. They are dominating pitching here so far. And really go with a solid lineup. They are a formidable team, that is for sure, no doubt about it. Last year, losing in the World Series to the Padres, and just a couple games away from possible World Series. And I expect they'll probably be back here this year in the playoffs, no doubt about it. As we head to the top of the 4, still just a 1-0 game. Ever since that Mookie Betts solo home run, there hasn't been much. But Didi Gregorius is like, well, I can do one as well. See you later. That's easy home run. I know there's a short porch there in New York, but when you crush a ball like that, I'm not sure how many other ballparks, that is going to be gone, no doubt about it. That was a no-doubter. See you later. Just getting out there, 3-1 later, and we got a 2-0 ball game. And 2 down here in the 4th inning. 3-2 count here to Evan White. He'll take a walk, so trying to continue and get something going here. Extend this lead here as the Taijuan Walker is pitching outstanding. As Kelenick's going to rip this one, that's going to be foul there. So works it to a 2-2 count here. Chance to see what Jarred Kelenic can do, and he's going to rip this one up the middle, and that's going to just get through with a base hit. So White will stay there at second. Just had enough mustard on it to get through there for the base hit and keep this inning alive here for Kyle Lewis. So 1-1 pitch now to Lewis. Herman with the pitch outside. That's going to be a ball. Nice take there. As you can see, it's been a little bit of a rough inning so far for Herman. Now 2-1 pitch. And Lewis is going to rip this one. Does that have enough to get out there? And it does not. Just a little. Just not enough there. Not enough oomph. But still, we'll take the 2-0 lead and head into the 5th. So that'll bring up Didi Gregorius 1-2 count. And that is going to get away from Sanchez. And that's going to allow him to move over to second base. So we'll have a man in scoring position here for Gregorius. Can he come through with a hit? And he does. Base hit. Now, do we send him home? No. Just hit a little bit too hard there, but we got first and third. Here comes Mookie Betts with a solo homer on the first. Can he come through with a hit? And exactly what he does. Comes through with a huge base hit. That's why you have a guy like that. That's why you pay him huge money. You got those guys that come through in big times, and he does there. Base hit. That is a run scored and puts it up now to a 3-0 lead. And let's see if we can do some more damage here in this 5th inning. So here comes Vogelbach. Swings through the pitch there. 1-1 count. Ground ball over to first base. That will be it. There's Voigt's got it. But still, add another run. Got the 3-0 lead. And hopefully Taijuan Walker can shut down this Yankees team as Gary Sanchez swinging through almost the same type pitch. Almost the same location. Splitter on the outside. Not much you can do with it. Strikes out there. And now head to the 6th as that is going to be absolutely crushed. But luckily foul there. Nothing there. So 0-2 pitch here to Aaron Hicks with one away and gets him on the splitter. That splitter has been nasty all game here for Walker. 9 Ks. And now Clint Frazier trying to continue this 6th inning for the Yankees. Gets into one, but Kyle Lewis will be under it, and that'll be out number 3 in here in the 6th. And man, Walker has been fantastic. So let's go to the 7th inning, trying to just continue to get something rolling here as Austin Nola crushes this one. That one's way back, and it's going to be caught. Just barely getting to the warning track, so maybe the wind or something, I don't know. I thought that had some power to it. Nothing there, so that'll bring Cuthbert up to the plate here, trying to get something rolling here, and he rips this one, and that is going to be over the left fielder's head. That is going to be to the wall. So Cuthbert on his way to second for a double. Cuthbert has actually been outstanding. He did it last year, and he's really filled in very nicely. Right now, Carter Kieboom on the IL. He'll be back shortly. He's just out in for a few, 7 days, but still, he has really filled in well, as that is going to be a ground ball out there to end the inning, so we can't get anything else there as we head now to the bottom of the 7th. So Yankees trying to get a late game rally here to get back into this ball game as Gleyber Torres comes to the plate here with one down, man on first. That is going to get through, base hit. Steve Gordon can't get that. So 2-1, one down here in this 7th inning. Maybe Walker running out a little bit of a juice here, so we got the bullpen going. But Giancarlo Stanton here to the plate, and he can tie this game up with one swing. 0-2 pitch, high fastball, gets him looking. Great pitch there from Walker, 10th strikeout of this ball game. And let's see if we can get Andujar here to end this inning. And not anything for the Yankees. Ground ball there over. The Gregorius comes up with it. Out of the 7th, gets out of that jam. And we're going to keep Walker into this ball game heading into the 8th. Misses there. Oh, man, I thought that was strike 3. So 1-2 pitch here to Sanchez. That's strike 3 for sure. Swings through on the curveball, and Gary Sanchez has had a rough go of it in this ball game here so far against Taijuan Walker, striking out 3 times. As with one down now, that is going to be hit, and that is going to get by Kyle Lewis. So over to second base. So once again, Yankees trying to get a late game rally here now with a man on second, one down, and that's going to bring up Aaron Hicks. 1-2 pitch to Hicks, and man, that curveball is nasty. Strike 3 there, 12th K of the game, 2 away. Try to get Clint Frazier here to end this inning. That's a ground ball. Cuthbert up with it, over to first, and he will be out just in time for out number 3 in the 8th, and let's head to the 9th. Cody Allen comes in, perfect so far in the year, 10 for 10 in save opportunities. Let's see if he can go for 11 out of 11 and get strike 3 there. And now 2 down, last man up, Gleyber Torres. Allen with the pitch. That's going to be a fly ball. Mookie Betts over looking up. He's got it. And out number 3, and that is going to be a really solid victory. 3-0 in this ball game. Offense just doing enough. But Taijuan Walker, dominating performance. He is starting to look good, only allowing 3 hits, striking out 12, going 8 innings, looking fantastic. As you can see, Betts coming through that solo home run, that solid hit, and Gregorius the other home run. But yeah, Taijuan Walker now 5-2 in the year, looking good. That's going to put us at 30-18, but still, the way the A's are playing, we're still 7.5 games back because that A's team is going absolutely crazy. But still, this team is looking good, and I can't wait to play some more. But that's going to do it for this one. Thank you guys so much for all the support. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Please leave a like and subscribe. You guys stay safe out there. I will see you in the next one. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.